Good evening and welcome. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG, for Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. This is week 1441 weeks that the AREG has been on the air. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton, below the escarpment. This informal simplex net, originally founded by John, VE3JSU, is on every Wednesday night starting at 8 p.m. While this is a simplex net, it is likely that not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. This should not discourage you from participating, and it may even encourage some of you to improve your station. Keep in mind that relaying communications has a long history in amateur radio, and so we encourage the practice for asking for a relay when a station is unable to hear the other party or to pass on a message. We ask that you please try and leave a 2 to 3 second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. May I now have check-ins for this week's AREG? Okay, I heard a couple of stations there, but VE3GNP came through. Who else?
I can too, Chuck.
VE3GBD.
Okay, so I've got Art and VE3GBD. All right, let's go with that. Good evening there, Garnett. How are you?
Pretty good. Nothing to complain about anyways. Just sitting at home relaxing. I want to try another microphone sometime tonight on the net as well. It's a Sarge mic for my radio. I want to see what it sounds like.
Yeah, sure thing, no problem. What microphone are you using now?
This is my PR40.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, sounds good, and good, strong signal and audio here. Sure, yeah, try it out anytime. Maybe next round or something.
Yeah, this is the other microphone. Let me know what you think.
Oh yeah, the first microphone is way better in quality.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about quality. The other one's going to be better. It's a 700 microphone. But there's a handheld Sarge mic that comes with my Maestro head.
Oh, okay, yeah. You've got the gain set pretty much the same on both mics there, so they sound pretty close that way.
Okay, this is a 50% mic gain, so I guess that's pretty good. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thanks, Chuck.
All right, thank you, Garnett. Okay, next person will be Art. Maybe Garnett, you can still stick around and relay the message for me there, but we'll try and pick up Art. VE3 Kilo Charlie India. Art, you copy VA3 CJZ?
I can pick them up if you want, Chuck.
Sure thing there, Larry. Go ahead.
Art, Chuck's giving you a call there. VE3 KCI, VE3 LBI, relay for you.
Nope, nothing.
Yep, okay. I'll relay it over to Chuck. The other people probably heard you, or some of them did. Art's feeling a little under the weather, and he reminded us that on May the 9th is Mother's Day, and anybody who has a mother that's around, then get something for her, and if not, then something for your wife. Back to you, Chuck. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Larry, for that, and thank Art when you relay it back to him there. And tonight is also my daughter's birthday, and she turns 23 today, and so we celebrated the day with her. So couldn't do too much really, but at least we were together. So anyhow, pass that back on to Art. Say thank you, and we'll catch him around next round. Sorry to hear he's not feeling well.
Did you pick up any of that, Art? Okay, you guys make this too long. I'm going to have to start recording it because either start taking shorthand. It's Chuck's daughter's birthday today. She turned 23 today. What else did you have to say? I hate that. It used to be that little game you played when you played in school. You all sat in a little group there, and you had to whisper in somebody's word. By the time I got back, the Red Wagon was a big boat. But anyways, that's another story. Anyways, he hopes you're going to stick around for the second round, and hope you're feeling better. That's all I can remember of the whole conversation there, Art. So I'll pass it back to you, and just for a second there, Art. KCI, go ahead. VE3 LBI.
Let's put another one in there.
Okay, all right. Well, you look after yourself. Chucky's going to go 10-7. And, yeah, just relax. And I'm not sure if you can get hold of a doctor or whatever, Art, but do take care of yourself. And I'm sure Chuck will pass on those wishes, too. So, anyways, yeah, all right. So we'll talk to you later. VE3 LBI doing the relay for VE3 KCI for VA3 or CJZ. Anyway, 7-3 Art. We'll talk to you after. Back to you, Chuck. Go ahead.
Okay there, Larry. Sorry to make that a little complicated, but I do appreciate the relay, sir. Okay, let's go and say hello to George. VE3 GBD.
Hello, Chuck. Happy birthday to your daughter, the big 23.
Yeah.
Not much to report here. Just got my new antenna up.
Thank you.
Larry, he came over, LJW, came over and put it up for me. And the tram up there, and that's actually the first time I actually heard Art on the radio. Yeah, everybody sounded good.
Yeah, right on, George. Yeah, looking good here on the screen. We are streaming live on YouTube. Just put my call sign in the search box, VA3CJZ, and you'll see us streaming live there. Yeah, great signal there, George. Good audio as always. And glad to hear everything's still going okay with you there. Anything new radio-wise you've been doing or hearing contacts or anything like that?
20 over S9 up here, George. Nice. No, actually, I've been a little busy around the house, doing cleanup and trying to get rid of stuff for, we ordered bulk pickup, and so I got all that out and sore, very sore. I'm getting too old for this.
I hear you. I know some of the chores of having a house sometimes are a pain, but listen, I'd rather do that than live in an apartment any day. So yeah, there's that to think about. All right, George, you're going to stick around for a bit there. We're going to go through the list.
Oh yeah, I'm going to stick around.
All right, I did acknowledge VE3PDL in there. You'll be next after we say hello to Larry. VE3LBI. Good evening, Larry.
Larry's out of breath.
Nothing much else to say. Have you cut your grass again?
Yeah, I did yesterday and turned it all up. So, anyways, just laughing here. Yeah, it gets to the point when somebody starts, you got to relay something. I don't remember. Maybe you never played that in school or whatever. You had to sit in a group, a little circle. You talked about the little red wagon with whatever on it, with the spoke wheels. And by the time we got back, it was a pink elephant. So, anyways, it gets hard after a while. You're going to try to listen to all the conversation. What's he gonna? Okay, I gotta remember what he said now.
Yeah, I remember that game. I forget what we called it, but yeah, it always ended up being a little different at the end there. Always. So, all right, yeah. I haven't trimmed my lawn since I cut the first time. Now I'm noticing a little bit of what do you call those? Dandelions.
the little the little yellow flowers that don't seem to ever disappear.
Yeah, I know, but we got to help feed the bees there. If the temperature warms up enough for the bees to fly, they'll have some food. But it's been pretty darn cold. If I'm not mistaken, bees need at least 52 degrees Fahrenheit to fly, somewhere around there. I could be wrong, though. It could be a little higher. But yeah, waiting for that warm weather to come there, Larry.
Well, I don't know about you. We got up to 66 degrees this afternoon up here, so it was nice. Anyways, PDL's in behind me there, so I'll pass it back over to you. I'm still laughing here. Anyways, okay, thanks. I'll, like I say, pass it back to you, and like I say, Paul's in behind me, so I'll be listening for a bit here.
Okay, Larry, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the check-in. Well, let's go to PDL before we call out again there. Good evening, Paul. VE up at Delta.
Good evening there, Chuckles. Just throwing a bean in the pot, and I'll probably be hanging around for the duration, so yeah. Everybody beware. Anyways, yeah, just being funny. Thanks for being there, Chuck, and running the net, sir. Good job as always. V3 PDL, back to net control.
Contact.
Okay, Paul, thank you. Go ahead, contact.
Paul, the reason that Sean couldn't hear me this afternoon was I came in the house and my fat fingers must have hit the button for the power on the radio.
Oh, yeah, so you're only putting out half power or something?
Putting out 7 watts.
Oh, yeah. No wonder your J-Pill was stronger.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going, why is that J-Pole working better than the Diamond X50? I look at the radio and I look at the meter. We need 7 watts. No, let me just that button one more time. Yeah, that's better. Brought back up to 25. So, anyways, that was kind of funny too. All right, thanks, Chuck, for the contact there. Back to you.
Okay, not a problem. Well, while I have the both of you here, I'll let you know that I called up John today, and things are pretty much the same. He thinks he might be able to get a place May or June, a house. If not, the apartment he's waiting for there, he has to wait for somebody to pass away, I think. So he's working on that. He finally found his birth certificate or something he was looking for in an old wallet that he had. So good for him for that. I told him we're streaming live on YouTube, and that he has internet and he can come and stop by and say hello or not. So he said he might, and you may see him type a hello in the chat box there. So thought I'd pass that along. Other than that, pretty much the same with John. Just talk your ear off about everything. Okay, so let's see who else is out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, taking check-ins. Please come now.
VA3, IMW. Victor Echo 3, India Tango Whiskey.
Victor Alpha 3, Tango Mike.
Victor Echo 3, Bravo Mike Oscar.
Slow down, he can't write that fast.
I know, that's why I stuck my 2 cents as V3 Bugle.
I know, guys. I can only type with 2 fingers now. All right. I think I got 4 stations in there. IMW, ITW, and TM, and BMO. Well, let's start with that. Let's go up the hill and say hi to Mac. VA3 IMW. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Good evening, Chuck. Wednesday evening, and everybody's excited for another episode of Check-Ins with Chuck on 146.43. And get a little bit of a pile up behind me, so I'm not going to hang on too long. Just going to make the final arrangements for. Hey, I'm sloughing tonight. I'm ordering pizza and wings for dinner, so my culinary prowess is going to sit on the side, and I'll let somebody else do the cooking. So I'll let you move along to Bob, and you'll have the full complement of the Whiskey Brothers.
That's right, the Whiskey Brothers. Yeah, I didn't have time to check into Arpad's net there. I was having some technical difficulties at this end. At the last minute, of course, getting ready for the net, and then you find out, oh, this isn't working. So yeah, everything's under control now, but we didn't get to check in there. So thank you very much, sir, Mac. We'll get back to you on soon. VA3IMW. Next, VE3ITW. Good evening, Bob. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and everyone else on net. Yeah, Whiskey Brothers. I just finished a double shot of cherry liquor and a nice chunk of dark chocolate. So it's I feel like a whiskey brother now. and good to see you back on the screen there. It's better than the radio. That's the first time I've looked at your YouTube. By the way, good shack. Back to you.
Okay, thanks there, Bob. Yeah, it took us a while to get everything in order and for streaming there to make it sound decent and look decent. So, yeah, glad people are appreciating. We've got a couple of different camera angles. Okay, Bob, always full strength, nice full audio as always. Nice to hear you in there. Thanks for stopping, sir.
Here from the Burlington Amateur Radio Club net. So the name is Tom, actually. It was my mother's fault the way she named me, but I go by Tom. And building, we're running an FTM 100. So good evening to all on that, and we'll turn it back to you.
Spit out of my log when I punched in your call there. So that's Victor Alpha 3 Tango Mike, right?
Roger. Yeah, it's my mom's fault the way she named me.
Okay there, Tom in Aldershot. Great signal, sir, and thanks for stopping by. Are you going to stick around or take off?
I'm hearing some intriguing things about Facebook and so on, or at least YouTube. And I'd like to stick around and see what goes on here. Back to you. I got this from RJW Chris on the Burlington net.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, I'll have to thank Chris for directing you this way there. Absolutely, yeah. We're streaming live on YouTube. If you put my call sign in the search box, VA3CJW, CJZ, sorry, CJZ, and you'll see us streaming live there. And we also have a Facebook page, AREG 146.430 on Facebook. And if you want to join, just simply fill out the whatever it asks you to answer. It asks for your call sign, I think, and then we pretty much let you in if you're a radio amateur enthusiast. Okay, thank you very much, then, Tom. Let's go to Pierre before he falls asleep. VE3BMO, how's it going there, Pierre?
That's going all right, all considering. Yeah, I should be here for the whole thing, Chuck. Since I probably ain't going to be working all week. Got a bad case of the shingles.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to you there a few days ago about that, and that was, yeah, you're like, I don't know too many people who have had it, but a handful, and it's, yeah, I don't wish that on anyone.
Yeah, it was pretty painful there for a few days, 3 or 4 days. But it's calmed down now. All I got now is a swollen eye. Can't even see out of it. Like the eyelids pushed right down. It's kind of funny. And then my head's full of bumps. That's even funnier.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, but the medicine is helping it getting under control?
Oh, yes. The medication's definitely working. That's for sure. Yeah, it's just sad I had to go to the hospital to get that looked after. Didn't really want to go near the hospital, but yeah, still looking good. I just put my feet up for a week or two, and hopefully it's good way.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, sir. Well, we wish you a speedy recovery. All right, it's your check-in number 9. We're looking for check-in number 10. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Taking check-ins, please come now.
VA3 OYL.
VA3 AKI.
Okay, I heard VA3 OYL, and I heard VA3 AKI. Was there someone else doubling with Debbie there?
VA3 KIX.
Ah, there we go. VA3 KIX, Rick. All right, let's go with that. VA3 OYL. Deb, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Chuck and all on net. Not much going on here. It was house cleaning day, vacuuming and washing floors. So I'm just taking it easy tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. I haven't had much energy lately, knowing that it's not t-shirt weather outside yet. That's what I'm waiting for, Deb, to shed clothing.
Oh, yeah, I can hardly wait. Just above 70 degrees Fahrenheit is perfect weather for me. But I can hardly wait. But after this bit of rain we're getting, I'll have to cut the grass again.
Oh, yeah, that pesky grass, eh? Geez, I remember some years I've had to cut it a couple times a week. 2 times within 7 days, sometimes 3. You get patches. I have patches that grow thicker in one part of my yard than the other. I must have, less traffic going through there or something. But yeah, it's not even. Front lawn though is different. That's even mostly. But yeah, it's that time of the year where you're out there dealing with grass on a regular basis for the next few weeks, anyways.
Yeah, I have patches that are uneven. So eventually I'll get it all the same length and then it'll be easier to cut. The first couple of cuts are kind of hard, but oh well, you got to do what you got to do. When you own a house, you got to take care of the yard too.
Absolutely. Like I mentioned earlier, I'd rather, be sore for a little bit and go through that than to live in an apartment building where you don't have access to, you're not on the main floor, let's say. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I most of my life in apartments. So I grew up in apartments. Yeah. And then once I lived in a house, it's like, okay. Now I know why everybody likes it.
Yeah, see, when I stayed in apartments, they were in houses, right? Like you'd have a triplex or whatever. And to me, that's an apartment. But I know, yeah, a different story in an apartment building, though. Totally different.
Yeah, I've lived in both types of apartments, and yeah, I guess each has its negatives and positives. I remember one building I lived in was mostly seniors, so I helped them all out, shoveling out their cars, around their cars in the winter, cleaning off cars for some of them that, couldn't really do it very well. So I got a lot of goodies delivered to my door, baked goods and different things. And then when I moved out, they were sad to see me go. They wanted to get together to help supplement the rent for me to stay there.
Yeah, I know, eh? That's so nice. It brings back memories of being a kid. That's how people used to thank each other, give them food in one way or another. Invite them over to a big roast or drop off baking supply. Yeah, I know, it's great. I shoveled snow for a pregnant woman where I used to live there, and she thanked me with a box of personalized cupcakes there. So that was nice. I'll always accept sweets.
Oh yeah, there was this one woman that used to make homemade baklava, and oh, it was so good. I always liked when she gave me those.
Oh, I love that. I love the baklava. Yum. Again, sweet.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you carry on down the list or see who else is on, and I'll listen along.
Okay, very good then. Thank you, Deb in the west end of Hamilton, VA3OYL. Okay, let's go on the other side of the pond here, VA3AKI. Sean, good evening, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening there, Chuck. Thank you very much for doing the net. Always an awesome job. I just want to comment there on the clarity of your cameras there on YouTube there. Very good. You definitely made some improvements there. And anyways, don't knock the apartment growing things. Believe it or not, I'm growing very tall grasses in soil, obviously. But yeah, I'm hoping to barricade myself in here with about 6 feet of grass. Yeah, I'm sure you're laughing. But and I actually got a bamboo that'll grow up to about 10 feet. So I'm hoping for that. It's actually grown about a foot a week already. So
Nice.
all things to be happy about. But anyways, you're doing a good job there, Chuck. I'll let get back to you. And I gotta be on the side here. VA3AKI.
John, don't tell him that. He's going to think he's Mel Gibson or something.
Oh, geez. Well, we need palm trees then, if that's the case.
Yeah, well, that's a thought too. I was going to grow them inside the house. I just want to, I don't want to draw too much attention to, all these things that I got on my balcony here. So I figure I'm going to grow some tall grass. So, yeah, I think the smallest one I got probably grow up 4, and the other 2 or 3 will go all the way up to about 6, maybe 7 feet. And looking forward to it, actually. Looking forward to it. But I'll let it get back to you there, Chuck. And Paul, you never said what you had for lunch or dinner this evening. Shame. Back to you there, Chuck.
Chicken and all the fixings.
Oh my goodness, you're spoiled. Spoiled.
She loves me every once in a while.
That's a good thing. Anyways, I'm going to be on the side here, guys. I'll listen to maybe pop in every now and then, but yeah, I'm up for the duration there, pal. VA3AKI.
Okay there, Sean. Well, thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated, sir. We don't hear you often enough here. Good signal. You're an S9. Good audio. A slight bit of crackling, but that's fine. I mean, you're doing a great job from over there. Okay, then. Well, let's see who else is out there like to stop by. The Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East End, Hamilton. And before I take next callers, I forgot to say hello to Rick. So stand by, and we'll say hello to Rick first. VA3KIX. Rick.
Good evening there, Chuck. Yeah, it's Rick in Copetown, and nothing interesting happening over here. I had that problem with my grass. There was high patches and low patches. I got one of those little cameras you put on the in the woods, to watch the animals come and go on their little path and take pictures of them and they go back. I put one of those up on my grass on one of the low, zoomed it in a bit better, and I noticed that there was like grasshoppers coming like down this area, and there was in the whole area where the grass was flattened down. And talked to somebody about that, and they said they follow like a pheromone trail or something of the females, and they always kind of take the trail. Now, talking about your grass that's flat in some areas and high in the other areas.
Oh, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, there's like a different type of grass, a different what do you call that, species of grass, different from, that's what you get when you have cheap seed, eh? You get a mixture of different grass in there, and then sometimes one will take over the big portion of the grass, or you know what I mean.
So you basically made all that up for nothing.
You said it.
All right. Let's carry on. Let's go to the next guy. I'm here listening. VA3KIX.
Okay, there, Rick. Good signal out of Copetown. S9 here down at the Center Mall on Barton, in the east end of Hamilton. Okay, well, let's see who else is out there. We'll make a call out now to whoever wants to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, RPAD.
Okay, Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, RPAD. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Hello, Chuck. Good evening to you. Yeah, I'm just testing out this radio and the microphone. And yeah, you're coming in with a plus 20. Very strong signal, but my noise level is an S9.
Wow.
And I do have that issue for years now, on the 2 meter side only. When about 5 o'clock, after 5 o'clock, like 5:15 or so, it's somebody turning the switch on, and the noise level from 0 goes up to S9, S5. Today is S9, so I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to have to call the Hydro or something to find out, and they would come out with the smart machines, what they have, and find out. I can hear you loud and clear, but the rest of the guys, anybody on there below S9, I just not able to pick them up tonight. Back to you, Chuck.
What are you eating, RPAD?
Guess what?
You're 30 over us, Alpad.
Kathy just brought me into a radio shed. She says, what do you want for a supper? And I already had ice cream early. So she brought in some Hungarian salami sandwiches. Hungarian called Pick salami, Pick, P-I-C, if you guys want to go buy it at Starsky's.
PIC?
That's right. They don't have it. I bought the last piece by the way. You have to wait until the shipment is going to come in. And what they're trying to do is they have one, it's a fake one made in Kitchener. Do not touch that. Do not touch that.
Oh.
And yeah, it's $55 for a kilogram for this salami, $55. Actually cheap. In London, Ontario, it's cost $65.
Wow. Yeah, that's quite the burp for the wallet for some salami, I'll tell you. But hey, if that's what you want, then that's what you want, right?
Yeah, but you see, the secret is this: you eat less but better quality. Yeah, this is like pure. There's nothing in it. Like it's smoked salami, and it's quite fat. There's lots of fat in it, lots of salt in it as well, of course. That's what they use to preserve it. And for the past 250 years, they never changed the recipe. I remember when I was a kid, it was exactly the same taste as it is today. So, and some companies, they bought the license from them. They can't even come close to it.
Oh, really, eh? Schneider's, well, they have a completely different recipe, right? So that's to be expected, I guess. But yeah, I can see some European, meats and cheeses are very exotic, and they cost a lot of money.
Yeah, this stuff is being shipped in, so basically they don't make it here. They fly every I guess day, whatever. And right now those shipping costs are less. Because how it was, you remember, used to be you could take like 4 suitcases. Now you can take only 2 when you go to Europe, for example.
Oh, yeah.
And why they do that? So you can take less weight, so they can put in. So actually, the airplanes are always flying full. It's fully loaded all the time. There's no, maybe you're going to see only 15 people on an airplane, which one can carry like 300 people, but the luggage area, it is full all the time. And you believe it or not, it's like drinks, like like a Coca-Cola or something. It's called Fanta or whatever. They ship it in from Europe. It's a tour, and it comes on an airplane. It's a wasting money, and they're selling them for $3-4 for a 2-liter one. And I don't know, like it's a 2 kilogram weight. They fly it all the way down here. Doesn't make no sense. But I guess that's only $30 here in Hamilton, which one is in Stony Creek, actually. Starsky's done there. So, Starsky's, they have 2 stores in Mississauga and 1 in Stony Creek. The problem is, soon as when the shipment comes in, the people, they run in and they buy it. And it doesn't matter how much does it cost. All the Hungarians, that's what they want. And, even the Polish people are buying them. And I went there, 2 days ago? No, yesterday. The last piece what they had. So, they don't have any more left.
Yeah, well, also, I don't know. You're right, though. The airplanes are always full. The belly is always full of cargo. It doesn't matter if the people are seating area is full or not. The airplane below is guaranteed every time. They're getting their money's worth out of that fuel, because that's a lot of money for the fuel that they have to spend. Those poor airlines, and pretty much some guy on TV was saying 186,000 businesses in Canada will have to fold this year because of COVID-19. It's a shame the government didn't step in to help people out. And the banks, the world banks, give people a break. Anyways, we're getting into politics now. Anyhow, Arpad, we're going to move along. Thank you very much for stopping by. Anything else to add before we move along?
Not much. How does this radio sounds like? Phone anyways. I cranked it up to 100 watts just to stretch the wings.
Right on. Yeah, warm.
Guys, and thank you very much to let me check into your net, and you're doing a good job, and do appreciate you running this net. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha saying 73, and good night.
Okay, thank you, Arpad. Thanks for stopping by, and sorry I couldn't make it to your net earlier. I had technical difficulties here and had to get things ready for this net. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you, and have a great rest of the evening. VA3, VAD. Let's see who else is out there to want to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3 CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo Uniform.
Okay, I copy Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo Uniform. Thomas, good evening, sir. How are you?
Not too bad. That's Chuck. Good evening.
Oh.
My handy talking here. I'm hearing you and Arpad tonight. I don't know whether you guys are operating with a lot of power or what. It sounded good.
Oh, very good there, Tom. You seem to be dropping out into my squelch level there, but we pulled you out of there. I don't know. Arpad, you know where his location is, and I'm at the Center Mall. Conditions must be good for you to receive us there. Are you hearing anyone else?
I just turned the radio on this one just now, Chuck. I'm just standing up here now, so maybe you'll hear me a little better.
Yeah. Yes, there you go. S9 Plus. S9 Plus there, Tom. And we're streaming live on YouTube. If you want to stop by and check out what you sound like and see your signal, just put in the search box into YouTube. You put in my call sign, VA3CJZ. And look for the live button. We are live. Don't be shy. Type a hello or something and start the chats going. Okay, Tom, you going to stick around for a bit, or are you going to move along?
Yeah, I'm going to be going to sleep early tonight. I got to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, so I decided it's best to stop in and make sure I make myself known. That's about it from this end there, Chuck. Thanks for having me stop by, and you have yourself a good evening and a good net. VE3CJZ, VE3CEU. Have a good night.
Okay, Tom, thank you for stopping by, sir. And sounds like things are going okay at work, being as you have to get up early in the morning and go to work. Okay, my friend, and we'll talk to you again soon. Have a great rest of the evening. Sweet dreams. Anyone else want to stop by the AREG, Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton. Any check-ins, please come now.
Not sure if you'll hear me. I'm way out here in the distance. VE3WKG.
Hey, there he is, way out there in the distance, about 208 feet away from my front steps. VE3WKG. Good evening there, Kevin.
Hey, good evening, Chuck, and everyone on net there. I just seen your neighbor there. He was here. What do I call him? What's that? Them guys that used to go in the neighborhood. Rags, bottles, or what else did they have? Old rags and bottles. The Sheeny man.
Yeah, competing with LJW's offspring there, wanting to get empties.
Yeah, he was just here. He had about $40 worth there. So he's doing good. And I think that's his second low of the day. I seen him go by a few hours ago rattling. But, yeah. I told him he gets any of them big cans of coffee, you know who to give them to.
Yeah, I know, eh? He hooked me up there with a can of coffee, so that was nice of him. Oh, and a big can of creamer, too, so yeah, that came in handy.
Yeah, I told I'm not into the coffee, but he gave me a bunch of veggies and that a couple months ago and stuff. Yeah, I took them. But I just helped him out with something, too. We all help one another out. That's the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's a nice guy. I like him, you know.
Yeah, he just smells bad, eh? Phew.
I saw him at Walmart one time. He looked like he had just gotten out of bed and stuck one foot in his boot and tried to get the other one in, but wasn't fully successful, and he just looked disheveled, and he looked like what's his name out of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest there. So I didn't even make eye contact with him. Sorry, I don't know you.
I think I know which one you mean. Off the One Flew Over. Yeah. Well, trust me, you don't want to let him in your house, man. He was just about to come in here when I ran into him a few minutes ago. My door blew open when I come in to get him something. And I'm glad he didn't come in, because the last time he was in here, it took me all day to get the stink out. Not to put him down, but boy, does he smell bad.
Yeah, I know, eh? Probably can't afford toiletries because he spends his money on something else. Who knows? But overall, though, he's a nice guy. Like you said, you know, as long as you keep him at arm's length.
Yeah, that's right. I sent him home with a big ice cream tub of homemade soup I made with a Metro chicken there. Had a whole bag of veggies in there, and I'd break up spaghetti noodles, a jar of sauce. My chicken noodle soup's almost like a beef noodle stew, kind of like. But you'll enjoy that. Yeah, I've known him since we were kids. He's all right. That guy's harmless. He's going to come and rake my grass for me tomorrow. I don't like it, eh? I cut my grass. You know how I am with the hives and stuff there.
Yeah.
And it bothers me, eh? Because I've already cut my grass twice, and the second time there, it was kind of long and bogging out the lawnmower and leaves the grass all over the damn thing. And
all nice and dry though now. I like it sitting there, because all the little bald patches, it acts like seeds sometimes. Oh, all I need is a good rain. So yeah, I give him $5 off something I give him tonight, and he's going to come tomorrow and rake that up. He doesn't even have to bag it up. There's a bald patch in the alley. He just tossed it all in there.
Oh, that's right on. Get him to do your yard work. Cool. What, he's going to do the back or the front or what? Both?
Well, my back is fine. The back is almost bald. I put all my ground wires down for the vertical, and I let the grass grow a little bit, and then I cut it just about 3 days ago. Yeah, didn't even cut no wires. That was a good trick. Good thing I put them down a month or so, 4 or 5 weeks ago, right at the end of the winter there, when it was just dirt. My backyard was basically dirt. Put a bunch of ground wires down on the vertical, and when the grass grows, it kind of sucks them down into the ground, Chuck? All the 18 gauge wire. And I was able to cut the grass, and it's low enough to the dirt that it don't suck them up in the lawnmower. So, yeah, I've already cut the grass twice. No, I'm just getting them to rake the front. And, in between mine and the neighbor's house, there's a big bald patch. It put the dry. I never bag it up and throw it to the curb like everyone else. I just put it in between the houses there where it's bald.
Yeah. Okay, right on. Yeah, I've only cut the grass once, and like I said there, now I'm starting to see some dandelions come up, and the weather better warm up enough for the bees to come and eat them, because if they don't, I'm not growing my grass long just for a couple of those dandelions. So yeah, that's another thing. We got to save the bees.
Yeah, that's what I called the man and lady. They went by with a little boy the other day, and he was picking up my dandelions. And I said, that's all right. I don't call them weeds. I call them pollinators, because I get about 5. I get the most on the whole block. I don't know if you noticed. But I was out there again today and picked a bunch, and I make tea. My second or third batch of tea I've made out of them. Yeah, I cut the grass, and the next day the dandelions are there. Big yellow heads again. And I like getting them nice and fresh. Ain't no bugs or nothing on them. And I rinse them all off, and I put them in my big jar there with my home water, filtered water. And now I put ginger in there. Ginger, honey, and thyme with the dandelions, and I've been drinking that. No hives.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, I know what you mean there. You go, you cut your grass one day, and you open your door the next morning, and voila, there's more there. Okay, Kevin, you gonna stick around a little bit?
Oh yeah, I can stick around here. Nothing else to listen to. Just went and got myself a second 6-pack at Metro. Beer store, liquor stores closed, but you can get beer at Metro.
Yeah, some of the stores are closing early. I know my daughter went out to the dollar store, and I said, "Isn't it closed?" She goes, "No, only some parts." Like all the other stores. So, because they sell, dog and cat food and human food and cleaning supplies. So everything else has got to be taped off. So they also close at 6 now instead of 9 o'clock. So everything's tightening up. We better be able to enjoy the summer. I'm telling you, getting tired of this. Okay, there, Kevin. Thank you very much, sir. We'll catch you on the next round. VE3WKG in my neighborhood. Anyone else out there want to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3 CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to the top of the list then. It's 8:51 p.m. and 11 degrees, according to the Weather Network here. VE3 GNP, Garnett.
Yeah, I'm still hanging in, Chuck. Not much happening.
No, did you? Apparently, there was an electrical storm there last night. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I didn't unhook anything. I don't normally do.
Yeah, unless the lightning is pretty darn close. then I don't unhook. But if it's right on top, then yeah, that's how I work anyways. All right. So, oh yeah, do you know when you're getting your second shot?
July.
Oh yeah, that's right. I also forgot to mention I spoke to John today, and one new thing, he got his first shot, and I guess he's getting his second one June or July, same thing. But yeah, he's no longer working as a taxi driver because they were taking away more money than he was making through the guaranteed income supplement. So he'd rather have that than than the other way around. So yeah, he says hi. He might come down this summer and get a trailer and grab a bunch of stuff down at Guy's place there in the West End or Ancaster, and he'd stop by and say hi. So that's the news from John.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, just thought I'd pass that along there, Garnett. And so we'll check back with you a little bit later, sir. Let's go to number 2. Art. Maybe Larry is there and I can relay there. Larry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Art signed off earlier. He said 7-3 to everybody, Chuck.
Oh, he did. That's right. I forgot. Sorry about that. Okay, well, let's go to George, VE3GBD.
Hello, Chuck. I'm actually quite impressed with this tram antenna I got. So far, I've heard everybody on this one. Even the ones that I never heard before, I'm hearing them beautifully.
Ah, gotta love it, eh? So you got this brand new?
Yeah, brand new. Larry put it up Saturday for me, and yeah, it's. I don't know, it's working great. Working great. I'm like that woman there. What's her name? Debbie. Never used to be able to hear her before. She was coming in nice and loud.
Contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Right on, George. Glad to hear. All right, stand by a minute there. Go ahead, contact.
Yeah, George, which tram did you get? 1481?
The 1480.
Okay. Yep. Yes, comparable. Yeah, I'll take standby. Thanks, Chuck.
Hey, Mac, the street lights are flickering. You better unplug your radio. Wah, wah, wah.
That's true. That's because that's funny, Paul. Okay, yeah, nothing wrong with the 1480 tram there. The gain on those are just fabulous. I love those antennas. I may get one day myself and put it on the tower.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm happy with it. I'm here, buddy, out there, and I haven't had a problem yet.
So how much delivered right to the door?
109.
Wow. I'll have to order one of those, I think. 109 Canadian?
Yeah, through Amazon.
No way. Amazon.com or Amazon.ca?
Oh, .ca. Yeah, because mine came from I think Brantford or somewhere. I can't remember. Well, next time I talk to you, I'll see if I can find the receipt, and I'll let you know exactly.
Oh yeah, right on, right on. I know Amazon has been having some issues delivering some goods across the border. I've had a couple of orders delayed for 3-4 weeks. Normally you get them within 3 to 4 days tops. I had a few orders that were I had trouble getting. I don't know, it was because of the seller or if it was through Amazon, but yeah, I hope things pick up again where they're delivering. I don't see as many people delivering packages as like I used to either. So, yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's noticing a difference.
Chuck, yeah, it did. It took not even 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks. I got the antenna, but my wife, because she has the Amazon Prime, so
Yeah.
free delivery or whatever. But yeah, next time next go around, I'll see if I can get the receipt, and I'll let you know exactly where it came from, and exactly. I think it was $109.
Wow. Eh. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to receipt, but if you do find it, cool. All right, George. Thank you for that. Once again, yeah, you're full strength at my location. We're fairly close. So yeah, all right. We'll talk to you in a bit then. Very good. Really impressed with those antennas myself. Okay, VE3GBD. Let's go to Larry, VE3LBI. Did you get your breath yet, Larry? I guess he's still catching his breath. Okay, let's go to the next person, VE3PDL.
Yeah, I'm still here, Chuck. Just talking with some company there. I was just about to start saying something, and then I heard my call sign. Yeah. Anyways, I'll be hanging around, so I'll let you pass it on along to the next person there, and hope Mac gets over his fear of lightning. I know it's a childhood issue, but he's getting older. It should get better for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, don't knock childhood trauma. It happens. Sometimes it's just a little thing, but to others, it's a big thing. All right. Speaking of big things, let's go to VA3IMW next on the list. Big Mac.
Hey, yeah. There's nothing wrong with protecting your goods. And I understand that Paul's not afraid of lightning because he just hangs around with taller people, right? So as long as he's close to a tall midget, then he's completely safe from lightning strikes. But let me tell you a little story. I was out fishing in the Bay of Quinte one day, and my graphite rod started singing in my hand, and it actually gave me an electric shock. And the guy I was fishing with was, he's a pretty tall fellow. He's about 6'4". Wow. And I thought, I'm just going to put this fishing rod down, and he's taller than I am. So if the good Lord is going to send one of these lightning bolts down, he's going to hit that fellow and not me, because he was reluctant to pack away his gear and head for the launch ramp. But nonetheless, yes, we had lightning strikes predicted within 17 kilometers of the home QTH last night. So, yeah, I sucked out and I turned off my radio and I disconnected my antenna leads and all the rest of that good stuff. So, fault me for being a little protective, but that's the way it is. So, lightning, not a problem for short folks. And no problem. Paul, I'll protect you.
You're a dink. That was a good comeback, though. Yeah. Actually, I think I've unplugged my stuff 2 or 3 times in my whole lifetime of having radio equipment, and only once when I lived up here. But I got everything grounded, but that doesn't guarantee anything. So don't get me wrong. It's far from a fail-safe. It just helps a little. So you get a good enough blast, it's going right through everything anyway. So Anyways, yeah, just trying to be funny. You know me. All right, back to net control before I get in trouble. VE3PDO.
Oh, well, that's okay, Paul. That's why we love you. I mean, truthfully, do I have to worry? Probably not. I get the big power lines and the towers just to the west of me, so they're probably going to be far more conductive than my measly little 21-foot antenna stuck up there on the roof. But the long wire, that's another story. Who knows? But yeah, better safe than sorry. Anyways, back to you, Chuck. Hey, pizza and wings are here.
Ooh, pizza and wings. Yeah. You know, one food I could eat every day is pizza. I think I could eat pizza every day. But unfortunately, well, fortunately, I don't, because I'd be double my size. We'd be looking like Huey there. No offense to Huey. Okay, next on the list. Thank you, Mac, VA3IMW. Next is Bob, VE3ITW, the other whiskey brother. Are you still there, Bob?
I am, Chuck, and everyone else on net. Yeah, lightning. I got struck by lightning, sort of. Was changing a wheel driver on Straddleport at Dofasco, one of those big kind of rubber-tired gantry cranes that unload the slabs in the slab yard. We were filling it with oil in the pouring rain trying to finish the job up, and it got hit by lightning. And the one guy's holding the funnel, and I'm pouring the oil, and we both just got a terrible buzz through us. But yeah, not fun. That's my experience.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's a close call. Well, you know, what they say is if your hair starts to stand up, like on your arms or anywhere else on your body, that means there's an electrical storm very close to you, or something is about to happen. So take cover. Unfortunately, if you're out on a boat in the middle of the water, then duck is all I could say. Anyways, there, Bob. Yeah, my only experience would be with electrical shock. 680 volts there, working on an amusement ride, and it shot me 3-4 feet away, pushed me back there like no problem. I felt energized for the rest of the day, and when I had some lady company in the evening there, I was feeling pretty good. Let's leave it at that. Back to you there, Bob.
Yeah. Speaking of lady company, that's when the hair on the back of my neck stands up or on my arms. I usually doing something I'm not supposed to, and I realize my wife's standing behind me.
Yeah, the spidey senses, start tingling. All right, very good there, Bob. Do you have a boat? Do you go fishing?
No fishing. I have a sailboat sitting beside my house here that I haven't finished yet, 29-foot sailboat, but maybe someday I'll get out there again. I used to sail all the time, but I haven't had one out for a few years now.
Oh, yeah. I imagine they're a little bit of work, sailboat there. It's not just like turning the key and driving away with a motorized boat. Absolutely different for sure. All right there, Bob. Thanks for sharing that with us. Let's do another call out before we run down the list. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Taking check-ins. Please come now.
VE3RPP.
Hey, VE3RPP, Rick Jr. Good evening, Rick. How are you?
Not bad, Chuck. How are you?
Doing pretty good. It's our daughter's birthday there today. My wife couldn't swing getting the day off, so she's at work, but she'll be coming home soon, I imagine. It's 9:06 p.m. there. 11 degrees outside with a little bit of scattered rain. They're showing here, so I don't know if it's drizzling anywhere where you guys are. but that's what they're showing over here. What's new with you there, Rick?
Not much, Chuck. Just got out of my hot tub and it started sprinkling. Yeah, and say happy birthday to your daughter there.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. She will take all the attention she can get. Very good then. Oh, plus that reminds me, our anniversary is going to be coming up in July, so I better get the year right. Yeah, those things you got to remember. Okay, Rick. Well, it's nice to hear you in there. You going to stick around for a little bit?
Yeah, I'll be here for a little while.
Okay, very good then. VE3RPP. Anyone else want to stop by the A-Reg? This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton below the escarpment. Any check-ins, please come now. Okay, the next person is Tom, Victor Alpha 3, Tango Mike. Are you there, Tom?
Yep, still here, Chuck, and thanks for doing this. It's very, very enjoyable. I'm hearing a lot of calls I've never heard before, and most of them, I guess they're all local here. We're hearing you direct. As a matter of fact, I probably can see your house, although from here. And I won't. I'm going to have to leave in a very short period of time, but just a shout out to Bob ITW. How are the hands, Bob?
Oh, the hands are good, Tom. I keep beating them up though because I've been trimming my spruce trees, and I need to put gloves on before I get into those dead branches on the spruce trees because they cut me up pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, it's been a year and 3 days since I did any trimming on trees at all. We've been in the apartment now for a year and 3 days, so it's a different way of living, but we're able to get out, and I got the IC 7300 on FT8 today with a thanks to the A3 OBO mark. So that's another thing that we're looking forward to. Anyway, I'll bow out of here, guys. Thanks, Chuck, and I'll be back. Victor Alpha 3 Tango Mike.
Okay there, Tom. Thank you for stopping by and sticking around. Hope you enjoyed yourself and look forward to hearing from you again. You have a great rest of the evening and weekend coming up shortly. I hear it's going to be nice on Saturday, so if you guys want to plan anything, Saturday would be the day to do it weather-wise. Okay, that's VA3 Tango Mike, Tom. Okay, let's go to Pierre, VE3 BMO. Okay, nothing heard. The next person would be Debbie. Victor Alpha 3, obey your leader.
Not too much to add here. I think we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. I like to get out on my bike, get some cycling in. I got out a couple times already. I just made me realize how out of shape I am.
Oh, yes, me too. My bike is hanging from the rafters here in the basement, and I haven't even taken that out yet. But when my back and my knee feel good, then I might hop on and go for a stroll there. We're probably not going to go very far again this year. We might be able to go camping, but from what I heard, all the camping spots in the provincial parks are all booked up since February of 2021. So it might be difficult unless you go somewhere where it's not a provincial park. But definitely going to get out and get some exercise one way or the other.
Yeah, it's going to be hard listening to the U.S. or hearing that the U.S. is opening up for people who are vaccinated and, being allowed to travel and whatnot. We're a little slower on that. So, it's going to be another one of those summers. Oh, well, you have to make the best of it, I guess, and enjoy the weather. I'll enjoy my little swimming pool and, enjoy the backyard.
Yeah, absolutely. You could even camp out in your backyard, and you don't have far to go to the bathroom. If you've got room, set up your tent in the backyard, and away you go. We've got a fire pit in the middle of our yard, but we'd have to make some room. We could probably fit our tent there. But yeah, make the best of things. Do something different.
No, for sure. I know a lot of people that are just itching to go on a trip. They're used to traveling a couple times a year, and they haven't
Yep.
been able to travel for a long time. But I'm in no hurry.
And apparently, a lot of those people who are used to traveling so much are now doing home renovations and finding out how costly lumber is. It's outrageous.
Yeah, I'm so thankful. I bought deck boards when I did cheap. I forget what
Yeah.
they were, 12, $13, something like that each. Just pressure treated, nothing fancy. But yeah, I just do regular maintenance around the house and leave the big projects for a couple of years from now.
Yeah, yeah. So good thing you got lucky there with those boards for sure. I saw a post from one of the western provinces where I think a sheet of 3/4 plywood was like $95, something crazy like that.
Holy moly. Unbelievable. But even the cost of food, though, is gone way up.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do, right? Unless you start growing your own stuff, veggies and things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you can grow something, do it. It's so much better, so much satisfaction that you get out of picking strawberries, let's say, out of your backyard, or lettuce, or onions, or peppers, tomatoes, whatever. Sure, why not?
Yeah, and I guess a lot of people are getting into canning and things like that, which is kind of nice. Become a little more self-sufficient, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Canning, geez, all my relatives used to can, make their own marmalade. Oh, marmalade was big in my family, and oh yeah, nothing wrong with making preserves, as they used to call it.
For sure. A little too much work for me, though.
It is.
But, well, I don't. Yeah, anyway. I don't like to cook or anything. I'll do it, but, because I have to, right? But, it's not one of my favorite things to do.
Roger, Roger. I hear you. Well, it's not everyone's forte, right? I know. I think my neighbors are like that, Deb. They never bring groceries. They always eat takeout. Always. Never seen them once over 3 years bring groceries home. If they did, it was just a very one small bag. But yeah, hey, that's how it is. All right, Deb, you get fixing to take your little one outside.
Yeah, in a little while. So, I might not be around for last round. I guess I'll say 7-3s now to everybody and let you carry on with the net. VA3 OYL.
Okay, Deb. Pleasure having you aboard. And if you, anytime you want to stop by and say hello, please do. We're always listening here. Okay, VA3OYL, Debbie out in the west end of Hamilton. Let's see if BMO made it back. VE3 BMO.
V3XKV.
V3 GTO.
Okay, I acknowledge two stations there, VE3XKV and VE3TTO. Good evening there, Bob. How are you?
Well, I'm doing just peachy there, Chuck. I'm going to make a short evening tonight because I got some other things to do. But just thought I'd come in here and say hello to everybody. And that's about it for tonight.
Oh, okay there, Bob. Everything okay with you? You know, I spoke to John today on the phone. After 40 minutes, I had to tell him, you know, I got to go because he'll just, you know, talk. Poor guy, he's lonely. But yeah, everything's good with him. He says he may have a house in June, and he found his birth certificate. He does have internet, and I told him he could, you know, stop by the net and go on YouTube and say hello there, but he must be busy. So there you have it.
Oh, so he's still working his two jobs, is he?
No, sir. He had to quit the taxiing job. His supplemental income was being chopped too much, so it wasn't worth it.
Are you saying he was making too much money?
According to the government, I guess he gets a GIS or whatever it's called, a guaranteed income supplement, and they were like taking it away from him or something because he was working. So it wasn't worth it.
Well, he'd be getting his Canada pension and his old age pension, wouldn't he?
Yes, sir. And now he's just been receiving the GIS. They're up and, you know, just started recently. So otherwise, he said if he didn't have that, he'd be hurting.
Oh, okay. So that's this what you call it, GIS?
Guaranteed Income Supplement.
Oh, I've never heard. Well, I've heard them talk about that, but I've never heard about it. Anybody getting it, but they want everybody to go on that.
Yeah, I guess if you're one of the lower, you know, lower income group people, then you're entitled to that. So helps a lot of folks out. I hear. So good for him. I'm glad. You know, he was telling me stories about having to decide to buy pet food or food for himself type thing. So yeah, times are tough for some people.
Oh yeah, well, just think there's this country's, you know, there are countries where people are in worse shape. So
oh, yeah.
Just be thankful you live in this country. But anyway, I'll just put my 2 cents worth in, Chuck, and I think I'm going to say good evening for the night as well.
Okay there, Bob. Well, thanks for stopping in, sir, and saying hello. And John passes on his greetings to everybody. And so you have a great rest of the evening, Bob, and we'll catch you again soon. Take care, sir. VE3XKV.
73, Bob. We'll talk to you.
Okay, Garnet. No, I gotta go hit the sack. I've been up since 6 o'clock yesterday morning, so need to get some sleep.
Yep, I hear you. We'll talk to you probably tomorrow or something. Don't worry about it, Bob. Everything's good.
Okay, Garnet. Catch you later. VE3XKV.
Okay, let's go to Gary, VE3TTO. Good evening, Gary.
VE3TTO, how you doing there, Chuck? Everything's good at this end. Really not much to say there. I just hope we can get all this and enjoy ourselves. And it looks like the Muskoka Berry Hamfest there has been changed to September, and I wonder what's going to happen with the Burlington Club one. I bet you it gets changed too.
Yeah, I think everybody should shoot for late summer and fall for those kinds of events. Whereas if they're used to having them earlier than that, it looks like it's not going to happen. I mean, they're not even letting the guys back into the warplane. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's true because the restrictions and all that. And I used to go up there quite a bit with the boys there and that. And you know, it's one of those things. You know, I haven't been there for almost 2 years now. You know, it's gotten that bad. But I know doing events there, the health department's got to okay the event, so they're not going to okay anything for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, now I hear on the news where they're trying their best to ask people permission, their consent to have them move to a long-term care home. So yeah, it's looking pretty grim.
Well, shortages there. I'll give you two numbers, okay? Hamilton hospitals have 161 patients in there, COVID-19. ICU units, 49. Think about that. These other people are probably on assisted oxygen.
Yeah, and on the news they said there was 230 new cases today in Hamilton. Hamilton, wow, that's a big number.
That's correct. That's the same number I have on my sheet here, and you're absolutely right.
That is a big number. You know, I thought 150 was high. Wow. This has got to start going down, not up.
Yeah, well, you know something? Toronto was low for the first time in a long time by under 1,000. So, you know, it's fluctuating up and down. And just remember, people in the office don't work in hospitals on the weekends.
Yeah, I realize that. But I think we should be more like Quebec. I mean, Quebec, the whole province, I think, is under 1,000. So, or right around there anyways. Can't wait to start seeing numbers like that again. 3,500 for the province. So, yeah, if it's true, it's pretty grim.
You know what I missed, Chuck? I'll tell you what I missed for 2 years in a row. I miss going down to Bayfront Park and seeing the old cars.
Yeah.
Seeing Vic eat his chocolate dipped ice cream cone. And so anyway, I can't wait to see that stuff come back.
Yeah, you and me both. I used to take my daughter fishing off the point there, exactly there, and then they had the old cars right next door there. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to be able to go do that again. I'm sure we will. I think they're going to ease up. I think they're going to give us a break for this summer. We might have some harsh news for the fall, but I think they're going to let people have a summer. Otherwise, there's too many people revolting and protesting.
Well, giving the vaccination is really the savior. I've been vaccinated now, so the second dose will be given to me in a while. And if everybody gets it, there's that hope. You take a look at the states there. They're starting, people that have had the vaccination can socialize with each other without no masks, they're saying. And that's from the CDC there.
Yeah, well, you're right, but there's a but in there. Like for me personally, I don't think the government has their act together. 4 months in between shots when they recommend 3 weeks, that's got me concerned. And they're running out of vaccines everywhere. It's not been consistent. It's just still a big mess. So I'm still holding out. I mean, the only place I go, Gary, is I go to the store to get some cream and some bread every couple of days there, and mind my business, go home. So I'm not really one of those frontline workers. Like my wife, she works in a restaurant, so she should get the shot right before me. So I can wait a little bit till the government has its act together, and I can pick my own vaccine. So that's how I feel, anyways. Back to you, Gary.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you are your own controller there, and you can do what you want there and do your research. The Pfizer seems to be okay. Israel has given it. There was one case, and that's about it. But how many doses that they given that looks pretty stable. And the other stuff there, the Moderna and stuff like that, is starting to get hard to get there too. So it just proves one thing: people don't give away all your industry. You need it in your own country, and that's why I use French's ketchup.
That's Canadian, right? Or is it?
It's Canadian. It's made in Leamington, Ontario.
That's right. That's right. I remember when the ketchup came out, and I guess they were using it in the Parliament, and something happened. I don't know, but they had to pull it or something. But anyways, yeah, support local. Absolutely. We have to start doing more stuff here at home.
It was Heinz. Remember, Heinz moved out of Leamington, eh? And just remember, have you ever been to Leamington where they bring in all the tomatoes during the harvest season? It's something else, something to see. But anyway, that's what happened. Heinz moved out and left that community devastated. French's came in and bought the place.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Gary, I was a carny in the 80s, in the early 80s. We used to go to Leamington for the fall fair, and that was tomato season. And you would see dump truck after dump truck after dump truck rolling through town, tomatoes falling off everywhere. You saw tomatoes everywhere. It was quite the sight. You're right.
Exactly, and that's why I use French's ketchup. It's Canadian. It's keeping those people in jobs there, and
absolutely.
I heard Heinz was building a place in Montreal, but I'm still sticking with the French's anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Gary. Anything else before we do another call out?
Just take care of yourself, keep yourself safe, and you sound like you're doing the best you can there. And yeah, the wife and I do the same thing. We limit our trips there. The only other trip that we do take is we do get some dog food once in a while, and we call ahead, and they just take it right into the trunk of the vehicle, and that's it. Yeah.
Everybody's responsible for taking their own precautions and looking after themselves, really. I mean, unfortunately, some people think they're invincible, and that's why they have to come out with these restrictions. But, yeah, we'll get through it. Okay, Gary, thank you very much, sir, for checking in. You are number 18 tonight at 9:30 p.m., and it's now 9 degrees at the airport. VE3TTO, thank you again, sir. Anyone else want to stop by the AREG, Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton. Any check-ins, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
Okay, I acknowledge Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha. Good evening, sir. How are you, Wade?
Good evening, Chuck and everybody on net. A late check-in. I just thought I'd try and reach you before last call. And not much going on here in Dundas. Just a chilly end of the day, but I did get out and tackle some of the dandelion. I heard earlier somebody talk about dandelions in their lawn. Same here. So I'm just going to call it a dandelion. And
dandelion.
That's it for me. Back to you, Chuck. Thanks for doing it. VA3NCA.
Absolutely there, Wade. Yeah, you're right. The dandelion. Pretty much everyone's got it now, unless you're one of those meticulous lawn care persons. We do have one on our street. He's right across the street from me there, one or two houses over. And the guy has knee pads, and he gets down on his knees and plucks everything. So unfortunately, my body can't handle that. and that's too meticulous for me. But to each his own. Anyhow, Wade, yeah, thanks for stopping in, sir. Much appreciated. And you can always replay us back live on YouTube. We are streaming live. Just put in my call sign in the search box, VA3CJZ, and you can see the whole show or replay where you were, whatever you like. Stop by and say hi there too as well. Okay, Wade, thanks again, sir. Nice to hear you in there. Have a great rest of the evening and a better weekend coming up. Saturday should be lovely, okay? Okay, then let's go back up to the list and say hello to Sean. Victor Alpha 3 Alpha Kilo Indy.
Good evening there, Chuck. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I'm listening to all the interesting stories here. So, I really don't have too much to say. You know, I talked about grass earlier, and yeah, not much going on. Oh, I did manage to get, I don't know if I told you there, Chuck, but I'm now running, or I have now, the Raspberry Pi 3 hotspot.
Oh, yeah.
So it's interesting, very interesting. That's pretty much all that's new. So I'll get back to you there, Chuck. I'm going to stick around on the side a little bit longer. VA3AKI.
All right. Very good. Very good. Thanks for that, Sean, and congratulations. Yeah, no, I don't have any of those toys yet. I don't have a Nano VNA or any of that stuff. So good for you. Yeah, I will eventually, though. Right now, I'm looking to get a external meter for this Yaesu 857. They sell them on Amazon, but they're coming on a slow boat from China. And since everything, I've had like 3 orders in a row now from Amazon that have been delayed for 3 weeks each item. So I'm not impressed. I'm waiting for things to get back to regular business because they're shutting down Amazon warehouses here and there where they have more than 5 COVID positives. So things are still not as steady. I don't see as many delivery trucks on the streets as I used to, or vehicles. Let's say they're not all trucks. Some are people's cars. Actually, a lot of them are cars. Yeah, waiting for that. And I want to get a nice analog meter. I just love analog. I don't like these stupid bars.
Yeah, no, I get it, but yeah, I don't mind the meter stuff. I really don't like. It's all compact. It's you know, you and I both know that this hobby creates a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm really trying to keep it to a minimum. And here, you know, now I just got the Raspberry Pi, and I'm actually trying to figure out how I can get it to work in my vehicle. So that's next on the agenda right now. But yeah, and I'm really trying not to buy China too.
Yeah, good luck with that last part. So why don't you tell all the listeners there what this Raspberry Pi is and what it does?
Well, I am really new to this, and it's a struggle. There really isn't any good, how do I say it, ways of setting this up. There's no support for this at all. You're on your own. But apparently it's a Linux OS software, something like that. And it's basically a miniature computer, basically not much bigger than a deck of cards. And depending on how you have it set up, I've got it set up for amateur radio. You know, I didn't do the programming because there's no class way over my thing. And so I had a lot of help along the way. And the one I've got right now, which I monitor, the Alabama Lake 446. You know, it's active during the day. And it's really cool having all these signals come in from Sweden, the UK, obviously, you know, and all over the United States. And clear as a bell. Wow. So I'm really happy about this, but I like the analog. Back to you there.
Yeah, Roger. So is that for DMR or what?
Well, it all depends on what system you're running. I'm a Yaesu guy, so that's WiredX Fusion. And you can have it set up so if you have a DMR, you're running DMR, you can set it up for that. P25, there's a couple others as well. And D-Star, another one. So, yeah, it's just a matter of setup and global conversations all day long.
Okay.
Really, really, really interesting.
Oh, right on. Interesting. You see, because I know there's an internet box I have to get. I forget the name of it. But for my Yaesu over there, that the 2980, it does wires as well. And so you plug in your box into the port where your microphone goes and hit the internet button, and away you go. So I've yet to look into that as well. So very good then, very good. So this is very new to you. How long have you had it?
It's been up and running solidly, beautifully, without a hitch for the last few weeks now. And it's really, really cool. You know, I can now walk. I mean, I live in a condo. It's not that big, you know, the apartment's nice. And but still, I can, you know, be in another room. I can be on the balcony or whatever with a handheld, and it does all the work for me flawlessly. So all those who, and I'm not computer savvy at all. Like I said, I have a lot of help and a little bit of luck too. So yeah, go for it. It's really, really, really nice. And Yaesu makes it easier, from what I understand. The DMR radios are a bit fussy to program and whatnot, but I learned a lot in a short bit of time. Back to you there, Cliff.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. Right on. Well, I look forward to hearing from you next week when you tell us what else you've managed to learn from that. So very interesting. And don't forget, we have the Facebook AREG page. If anyone wants to join, you have to join the group. Just go on Facebook and type in AREG. I think it's A-REG. And the rest you'll see 146.430 megahertz and so on after that. But yeah, please stop in there. And we post a lot of radio related items on that Facebook group. It's not just a general, put whatever you want up there. But we do have a little bit of fun there, and we post interesting radio related items. So if anybody wants to join, please do. Okay there, Sean, much appreciated, sir. You take care. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll talk to you again soon. Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Kilo India. Great signal, by the way. S9, you peaked at S9 plus, so 10 over S9. Good job. Let's go to Copetown now. Say hello to Rick, VA3KIX.
VA3KIX. Seems like such a long time ago since we last.
I'm sorry, what feels like a long time ago?
But it seems like such a long time ago since we last talked.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I got your message, and sorry I didn't get back to you, but just to confirm, I knew you'd probably stop by here tonight. So, yeah, well, next time, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah, I've got a plan for several jobs in that area. Maybe to do all of them in 1 day or 2 days or something. So I wouldn't. It would help me to maybe get a hold of the guy and just see if he's the guy that might be interested in the work. So you think it over, whatever. I don't know if this guy works to have a job or it's hard to get or easy to get or what. I do know I'll be needing somebody for about three different jobs in that area. Yeah, good than that. It's nice to hear Deb use the F word here for a change. I'm getting tired of this Celsius. She said 20 degrees, 70 degrees out Fahrenheit. I call that the F word. I love the F word. Anyhow, I'll take it. I'll never go back to you, and you going on the net. You're doing a great job.
Okay, thanks, Rick. You're a solid S7. You flickered up to S8 there, and a little bit of crackling, but we can communicate no problem. Okay, Rick, thanks for stopping in there and sticking around with us. we'll talk to you in the next round for the last call. It's 9:41 p.m. Wow, look at the time. Plus 9 degrees at the airport. All right, let's go to Arpad and see if he's still with us. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Okay, nothing heard. How about Thomas? Let's see if he's still with us. VE3, Charlie, Echo, Uniform.
Comment when you have a chance.
Yeah, go ahead there, comment.
Yeah, I missed the early part where the guy was on talking about his problems with that COVID shot. Did he happen to mention which shot it was?
The only person that I know that had an issue was Paul, PDL. He was sick for about a day and a half after he got it, and it was the AstraZeneca.
Wasn't there a guy on saying his eye was still swollen up and all this kind of stuff?
Oh, no. You're talking about Pierre, VE3BMO. He's got the shingles.
Okay, so like I said, I missed most of that. I assumed he was talking about the COVID shot, so yeah, it sounded pretty nasty. All right, well, it's good to know it wasn't that.
Can you imagine, Rick, somebody coming on here saying, yeah, my face swelled up like a balloon, my eyes swelled shut, I got bumps everywhere from the COVID shot? Somebody reports that to CH News or The Spectator. Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine? Nobody would want to get the shot. Yeah. Oh, geez. No, it's the shingles there, Rick.
Okay, well, we need some shingles over here in one of the buildings. So I don't know if he wants to do the work or not, but I can use them.
Oh, you need a handyman. Yeah, well, the one person I was thinking about helping you out with that one issue there, yeah, he's got other stuff on the go. But all we can do is ask for you when you need it, Rick, and that's all we can do.
Roger that. Okay, I do good. Thanks, Chuck.
All right, not a problem. Well, let's try Tom again. VE3CEU. Okay, well, before we go to the next person, let's see if anybody else is out there wanting to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton, below the escarpment. Any check-ins, please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Well, let's go to someone that's very close to me here. VE3WKG, Kevin. Have you been listening?
Yep, still been listening along there, Chuck. Good net there, get a lot of check-ins there. Yeah, not much more to add there, just been listening along.
Do you miss your scooter?
Oh, damn right. That's funny, just today when I was sitting on the porch, I was thinking of it.
How's Gabby? Has she still got it?
No. About a month after I sold it to her, she sold it and made $100.
Oh my gosh.
I know, eh? I would have just kept it. Nice day like today, I would have went down to the beach. But yeah, I've been doing some walking and that. Put on some more weight there. Last few days I didn't drink any beer, but today I did. Yeah, I was only going to drink a 6-pack, but they went down like water. Sitting on the porch on a hot day. So just on the second one, relaxing here. Got some garlic bread with cheese in the oven there for my Brooklyn there. She started a job about a month ago down on Woodward there, some plastic place. And I do a handoff for her. I want to make sure she eats good. She goes home and orders pizza and stuff. Last night I delivered pizza to her. Great to her work at Gino's. Tonight I made her some lasagna and I filled up a big tub of it. Now I got some garlic bread with cheese and salami. Gonna make her a couple of subs for her and her boyfriend. They go home and chow down. Yeah, I meet her at the bus stop at midnight or so and hand it off. She she comes out the back door, I hand it off, she gets back on the bus.
Oh, okay, right on. So very good then. She's got a job, right on. Is she back home or no?
Oh, damn, no, she hasn't lived here in months. Just me here all by myself. But, yeah, I'm still living with her boyfriend there, and I get to go there now and meet him and stuff, getting along good. Finally. I went there, never, yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, I do her the handoff there, and she's going to go home, have dinner. You got to make sure your kids eat good.
Yeah, absolutely. All right there, Kevin. Thanks for sharing that with us. And I guess it's time to start the last call here pretty soon. Well, let's run down the bottom of the list there and see what we get there. Next is VE3RPP. Rick, are you still with us?
Yeah, Chuck, I'm still here.
Right on. How's the wife and kids?
The wife's downstairs and the kid's in her room. I'm up here by myself.
Yeah. Well, there's not much to do. But the warmer weather will make people go outside more. You just wait and see there. I'm just waiting for the days where we don't have to wear any jackets or sweaters or anything like that. So really looking forward to that. All right there, Rick. I was going to call you Rip.
Yeah, Chuck. I just can't wait till we don't have to wear the mask and the lockdown's gone and everything's back to normal.
Yeah, that might take a while, but we may be mask free, I think, next year or by Christmas, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, the more people that get the vaccine there, the better. Like our pad says, everybody get their vaccine, so I don't have to.
Yeah, that's right.
All right there, Rick. Well, thanks for sticking around. And if you do want to watch the AREG over, we have been live streaming on YouTube. Just put in my call sign, VA3 CJZ in the YouTube search box, and you'll find us live there, and you can replay yourself there. All right, Rick, thanks again. Say hello to your dad. I haven't heard him in there tonight. Hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Okay, glad to hear. Well, pass my greetings on to him. I might drop by on the chicken band there and say hello. You never know. Okay, VE3RPP. Next is Gary. Let's see if Gary's still around. VE3TTO. Okay, nothing heard. How about Wade? I'm not sure if Wade said goodnight or not. Well, let's try it out. VA3 November Charlie Alpha.
Yeah, I'm still hanging around, listening in the background while I get some other work done here, late work. Just a note for that person earlier who was looking at the Raspberry Pi. If he wants to get it running in his car, what he needs is one of those accessory jack to USB, and he can run it off of that. The key would be he's got to find one that'll at least do an amp and say a quarter, maybe 1 or 2 amps is what he needs to run the Raspberry Pi, and it should run fine there. Or run it on batteries is the other option. That's all I got. Back to you, Chuck. Thanks for doing it. Good night, everybody. VA3NCA.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that little bit of information there, Wade. I'm not sure if Sean heard you or not, but we'll get to him when we do last call and see if he heard you there. So thanks again for sticking around, Wade. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to chatting with you again soon. Take care. Have a great rest of the evening. VA3NCA, VA3CJZ. Anyone else out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins. Okay, let's see now. What was I going to say? I didn't even look to see what contests are coming up this weekend. Let's have a quick peek at that. And contestcalendar.com. There you go. Worldwide VHF contest coming up on the May 1st at 0. That'll be Friday at 8 o'clock, I imagine. 00 Zulu time. There's the 1010 International Spring Contest for CW. There's a whole whack of them. Let's see, what else? Indiana QSO Party. There's Delaware, New England QSO Party. A bunch of them. So check out which ones you'd like to or be interested in. Just go to contestcalendar.com and you'll see all the information you need for the contests coming up. All we need is Mother Nature and the sun to comply and give us good propagation. Okay, it is 9:52 p.m. and temperature is still 9 degrees at the airport. Anyone else like to stop by at the last minute check-in here for the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ. All right, well, the count stands at 19 check-ins. And so let's start last call round. It's 9:53. VE3GNP, Garnett, last call, sir.
Yeah, 73 Chuck, neighbor on net. Good net, Chuck. We'll talk to you probably later tonight or tomorrow. 73, everybody. VE3GNP.
Good night, Garnet.
Okay, good night, Garnet. Thanks again for stopping by. Next is George. VE3GBD, George, last call. Oh, George probably thought I wasn't getting back to him. Okay, then let's see if Larry is still with us. VE3LBI. Last call, Larry. I think that theme is catching on. All right, next on the list is PDL. VE3 Papa Delta Lima. Last call. Okay, next person on the list is Mac. Victor Alpha 3, Indy Mike Whiskey.
Yeah, I'm still here, even though the other guys are probably unplugging their radios because there's thunderstorms south of Lake Erie. Anyways, as usual, Wednesday night check-ins with Chuck is always a good time. Just wondering what's happened lately with Rick from the North End.
He's vertically challenged, I think. Antenna challenged. Yeah, he's got antenna issues.
Oh, that's too bad. Look forward to him being back on the air in the near future. Okay, I'll turn it back to you, Chuck. Thanks for running it. Appreciate your dedication to the heritage. And we'll be on with you guys again next week. VA3IMW. I'll be clear.
Okay, Mac. Always a pleasure having you aboard the AREGnet. And you always bring us some humor, some information, and some great company. Okay, then, Victor Alpha 3, Indy Mike Whiskey. Let's go to the other whiskey brother. Victor Echo 3, Indy Tango Whiskey. Bob, last call.
I'm still here too, Chuck. I was multitasking there for a little while. Made a contact on 40 meters into Sardinia and another one into Costa Rica. But I was listening most of the time. Thanks for doing it. Interesting net tonight, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks again.
All right, Bob. Always a pleasure, sir. Much appreciate your check-in and sticking around. You never know what you're going to get here on the AREG, so it's always a different. It's always a different net. It's never the same. Okay, then. Next on the list is who is next on the list here? Got to bring the list up. Okay, next on the list is Tom, Victor Alpha 3 Tango Mike. Okay, well, let's see if Pierre is still there. He said he was going to stick around for the whole net, but I don't know. He's probably feeling a little more like taking it easy, feeling like he is with the shingles there. I wish him speedy recovery. Well, let's see if he's there. Last call, Pierre, VE3 BMO. Okay, I know Deb, I think, said goodnight last time around, but let's give it a shot anyways. Last call, Deb, VA3 OYL. Okay, that brings us to Sean and Milton. Victor Alpha 3 Alpha Kilo India. Last call, Sean. Next on the list is Rick, VA3KIX. Last call, Rick.
I'm still here, and I'm calling last, I guess. Good night. We'll check in on you next week. You behave yourself.
I will do my best. Thank you there, Rick. Appreciate you sticking around. One of the few. Next is Arpad, VA3VAD. Last call, Arpad. Next is Tom, Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo Uniform. That's right, he had to go to bed because he's got to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I remember, he drives bus. Next is Kevin, VE3WKG. Where's Butch?
Hey, I'm still in here. I don't know. Heard him check in on Arpad's net. We checked in there. And I headed over here. I thought he would have followed along, but he's had the dog out to the vets and stuff, and probably busy doing something there. By now he'd be hooked up, being like a cyborg there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to hear Pierre's got those shingles there. I seen Billy go through that, and that's a painful thing. I think Billy's still getting over them, and that's like at least 10 years with them, and he's 72, going on 73.
Wow.
But I've never had the same shingle shot. Have you? I hope we don't get it.
Yeah, no, it's highly contagious too, apparently. And I don't remember. None of my family members are around to tell me if I've ever had the chicken pox or I know I haven't taken a shot for it. I know that. Because I think my doctor says if you're under 65, you got to pay. But I think if you're over 65, you don't have to. Something like that. But, got to be careful with that stuff.
Yeah, I remember my mom, back when I was a kid, I had the measles, chicken pox, I had the German measles. I remember her saying, I thought you could only get the measles once. Supposedly I had them twice.
Oh, well, maybe you got the chicken pox because they're similar.
Yeah, I remember having I had the chicken pox. I had the measles, the German measles.
Boy, you're a real magnet.
I was when I was a kid. I was always in that old general hospital. I hated it. So I don't like the doctors or the hospital now.
Yeah, don't blame you. Don't blame you one bit. Like I said, I hope Pierre heals up quickly there and it goes away. Okay, Kevin, much appreciate your check-in, sir, and sticking around for the last round. Let's see if there's anybody else out there before we wrap things up. Any last-minute check-ins for this week's A-Reg? This is VA3 CJZ, Chuck in the east end of Hamilton. Any last-minute check-ins, please come now. All right, well, that wraps it up. It's now time to close this evening's A-Reg. Tonight marks week 1,441 weeks that the A-Reg has been on the air. I'd like to thank everyone for participating in this week's A-Reg, and I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you again next week. Tonight we've had 19 check-ins, and that's not counting myself. I don't count myself. So until next time, stay safe. Have a great rest of the week, folks. Enjoy. This is VA3 saying VA3 CJZ saying 7-3 and good night. There we go. Thank you very much.
Yeah, have a good night there, Chuck. Nice, good net there. Sounded good. Yeah, I like your pictures there on QRZ. I'm just checking them out. I think those are some new pictures since the last time I looked. All your antennas, your station there, looking good there. And actually, you've updated since that with your new microphones. VA3CJZ, VE3WKG. Have a good night there, 7-3.